Hey, nerdy sports fan, we're talking Week 16 NFL action, fantasy football championships, big time, big boy football this time of year. Let's get into it. This week, Saturday matchup, weird, right? We have the Buffalo Bills, my hometown favorites, going to visit the New England Patriots. That's right, the team that everybody loves to hate. So, both teams have been really reliant on very strong defenses and very weak schedules. And it shows, okay? They're in the top of the league in most defensive categories, both. And both teams, their losses are against teams that aren't going to be in the playoffs. So that's it. You know, playoff teams can beat these teams. Nobody else can. That's kind of what you want if you're a playoff team. So I really enjoyed watching the Bills beat Pittsburgh, a meaningful game, because their only other real meaningful win is against the Cowboys. And the Cowboys are really, really hit and miss. So lots of people can beat the Cowboys if they get them on the right week, okay? But beating the Steelers is a bit bigger deal. The Steelers have an elite defense. So going up against a similarly constructed team the week before is good practice for the Bills. Patriots went up against Chump Squad last week. So, I mean, the Bengals, come on. And they had to film them illegally in order to do it, right? That's what people are going to say in Cincinnati, at least. So the Patriots keep on cheating. Why? 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 You have one of the best coaches in the history of the game, the best quarterback in the history of the game, and you still need to cheat. Just that mindset is what bothers the hell out of me, and it's what most of the country uses as logic to say, hey, these guys are shitheads. That's it. I mean, it's why we need Drew Brees in our lives. He's the only thing keeping Tom Brady from owning all the records, because he'll own all the records. Passing yards, completion percentage, touchdowns. I just hope he stays in the league playing at least as long as Brady does to keep Brady from getting all those records. He's already got the Super Bowls. Win is a team stat, okay? Individual statistics, Tom Brady does not deserve them. He doesn't. Because when you're that good, you shouldn't need to cheat too. That's my soapbox on it. Either way, let's get into the game. So the Bills have a better defense. Fight me, okay? When they're against similar teams with very good offenses, the Bills keep that very good offense to nowhere near their average. The Patriots, yeah, what happened to them against Baltimore? 39 points happened to them against Baltimore. 24 happened against Buffalo. I understand the Patriots were playing the Ravens at home, and the Bills had the home field advantage. That's a bit of a discrepancy, sure. But the fact remains that defense should travel. And the Patriots definitely did not that week. And, I mean, they got beat up pretty bad by Kansas City. I just think the Bills' defense is, on every level, great. Their defensive line, their linebacking unit, their secondary, great. Not the case for the Patriots. Their defensive secondary is absolutely great. Not going to take anything away from Stephon Gilmore, Devin McCourty. Those guys are fantastic. It's the other levels. The Bills' defensive line and linebacking core is much better than the Patriots' defensive line and linebacking core. They just are. They roll more people into rotation, and they produce. So, it's the offenses. Early in the year, the Patriots' offense was doing much better than the Bills' offense. Obviously, they would. Tom Brady, you know? Late in the year now, the Bills' offense seems to be doing better and more consistent than the Patriots' offense. Yes, the Patriots did well last week. They did well against the Bengals. That's like me saying, hey, the Bills really learned something in that game against Miami a few weeks ago. All right? You can't hang your hat on those things. They're bad teams. Everybody should do well against bad teams. It's what do you do against the good teams? And the Bills' identity is tough, tough, tough play all the way. Their defense is going to murder all the statistical advantages of your offense, and you are going to have to grind it out with them. And because they do that every single week, they are built for it, they're ready for it, and they're getting better as the year goes on. The Patriots definitely are not a grinded out offense. They need to spread the ball around. They need to open up throwing lanes because their running game is not dominant. Sony Michel, James White, whatever they've rolled out there as a running back, it has not worked as a dominant force for them to dictate the pace of play. I mean, the Chiefs owned the pace of play a few weeks ago. And I expect the Bills to do that. I expect the Bills to dictate to the Patriots how they have to play to win the game. And the difference then becomes leadership and coaching. Now, in previous years, I would have said the absolute advantage goes to the Patriots every single time when it comes to leadership and coaching. And this year is a bit different. Looking at this Buffalo Bills team, they have consistent coaching, consistent leadership, player-driven. And when you hear them talk in interviews after big wins, after they beat Dallas in Dallas, after they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, you're hearing unilaterally from coaches and players, yes, it feels good, we've got more work to do. That's a big step up in their development from what they've been in the past. So do the Patriots have the advantage in coaching and leadership? Absolutely. Idiots would disagree with that, sure, but they have the advantage. All I'm saying here is the advantage is not as stark as it used to be. This absolutely will be a very tight game. Both defenses will cause problems for both offenses, exactly like the previous meeting. Just this time, maybe, Josh Allen doesn't get knocked out of the game and put into concussion protocol by a dirty hit. And that's what I'm hanging my hat on. I think the Bills win this one. I think they win a very, 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 very close game. But I think they win this one. So the Patriots are 6.5-point favorites. Even if the Bills don't win, their defense is way too damn good for them to lose by a touchdown. It just is. So I bet the Bills on this all day. And maybe it's the fan in me that thinks they're going to win. Sure. But money-wise, it's just dumb to think the Patriots are going to lose this game by that much when both of these defenses are going to make it a low to no scoring game. There will be no offense this game. All right? Nobody's going to enjoy watching it except for Bills and Patriots fans. Maybe some really intense people about the playoffs and, you know, all that sort of seeding and shit. But yeah, this is going to be horrible to watch unless you love defense. And it's just, nobody's going to beat anybody by 7 points. Whoever wins, they're winning by 1 to 3 points. So take the Bills on the money. And yeah, I got the Bills winning a close one here. So check out the rest of my videos for more fantasy football advice. By the way, fantasy-wise, don't start anybody in this game except for defenses. Both defenses get the start. No offensive players whatsoever because the defenses are going to strangle all of that production. Yeah, more fantasy football advice in the rest of the videos. And like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Thanks, guys.